Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Tarot of Zoraya Utranaya. Today is Monday, May the 22nd, 2023. I will be providing a tarot reading for the full moon in Sagittarius. That's coming up on June the 3rd. I am doing it a little early just so we can prepare for the energies, but also I am going to be quite busy within the next week and a half. I have been having troubles finding a place to live, but we actually found a place to live. So I will be moving at the end of the month for June the 1st. So I am quite busy packing. I'm almost finished. I'm doing it all by myself, so it's quite a big feat, but I'm almost there. But that's going to keep me busy. I'm also working full time, and I'm currently looking for another source of income for employment, as I am getting laid off at the end of June. And I also have a few meetings with some agencies to talk about the business that I plan on opening up myself. And finishing my business plan to take to the banks. So I am quite busy. I'm going to be moving and I have a lot on my plate. So I have decided to provide this tarot card reading for you now. I'm also going to have to pack up all of my cards and put them in boxes. So thought I would just get it out of the way, because once I move into my house, I'm going to be unpacking as well. So let's just talk a little bit about the full moon in Sagittarius and what that looks like, and all the energies coming in are going to be looking like, and then we'll get into a little bit of a reading. So it is a full moon in Sagittarius, and like I said, it is happening on June the 3rd. Let's see here. So for the last part of May and very well into June, we are going to be feeling these energies. Mercury is moving out of its shadow phase. So what that means, so Mercury was in retrograde, and I believe it just exited being retrograde on May the 14th. So before and after a planet goes in retrograde, it goes through what's called a shadow phase. So it is exiting that phase. So that is going to indicate there's going to be some more clarity and moving as it is moving through Gemini. So Mercury is the god, which is also considered Hermes as well. And it is the messenger of the gods. So it's a lot about communication and information. And so a lot of people are going to be awakening due to influx of new information coming out as it moves through Gemini. I get all of this information through watching Pam Gregory's videos. So it is quite interesting what she says a little bit later here. She says a lot of facts and news and insights are coming out, a lot of truths. So Sagittarius is also focused on independence, freedom, enthusiasm, optimism, finding solutions, wanting to shine a light on hidden information, focuses on truth, honesty, integrity, and it's about the law along with Libra, and it is about our belief systems. Now, I have about 4 planets in Sagittarius. I have 7 planets in fire signs altogether. So that I'm definitely feeling, I'm going to be feeling this energy. But what's really interesting is that Uranus is conjunct Mercury. And Pam has said that she doesn't really know a lot about cryptocurrency, but she's indicating that with Uranus conjunct Mercury here, there's going to be some new developments about digital currencies and an emphasis on it being decentralized and not centralized. So that is interesting, considering there's a lot of talk about central bank digital currencies. But with this energy coming in, there's a focus on it being not centralized, so decentralized, and perhaps talks of different sorts of currencies and not just one. So that is interesting to see. And we also have there's going to be a lot of talk and information around the United States around this time. Now, we all know the debt ceiling talks are in motion at the moment, but what's really interesting is that Pluto, so the United States is going through what it's called a Pluto return right now. Pluto takes 248 years to orbit around the sun. And so the last time it was in this position where it is at today, it was in 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was written. So now the themes that were surrounding all of that are returning as 2023 minus 248 is 7076. I believe we're 1 year behind. So we're in the middle, like we're approaching the Pluto return right now. Okay. So this is interesting considering that there's themes about de-dollarization. So that, that is 1776 is when the United States was established and broke free from the UK, from the United Kingdom, and declared its independence as a sovereign nation. And now, there's a lot of talk of different states not being happy with what's going on in the United States, and also countries all around the world dethroning it from being the world superpower. So this is quite interesting to see this playing out on the material 3D level as it is playing out in the skies as well. Okay, so those are some different themes to look at, to keep in mind about as we navigate these times. So I will be picking 3 different, three different cards, and then we'll get some clarifying cards to kind of keep this video short. Okay, so it's on June the 3rd. So what kind of gods, goddesses, archetypes, different forms of consciousness will be surrounding this full moon in Sagittarius 2023 on June the 3rd for the collective? Hard. Oh dear. Okay. I saw that as I cut the deck. So, and that yeah, that's fitting. This was also in the new moon in Taurus reading that I did. So this is interesting. All right, so we have the Tower. Tower obviously is a card of collapse and destruction. As you see, there is a crown at the top of the tower and it's falling off. Perhaps someone or a country or something is being dethroned of its power. We have one individual jumping out. We have one individual falling out. So this could be talking about how prepared you are for this. And like I had mentioned in the new moon in Taurus video, the lightning strike a real nice resemblance of a financial chart going down. So I don't know any of the other information yet, so we'll have to get some more cards to see. But I do know that the energy surrounding finances are still quite predominant during this time. So we'll get some more cards on that, but that's really funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's interesting. Okay. Capricorn showed up. It's interesting too. Devil. So let's see here. 16 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a very loving knight. He is a knight of shining armor and is full of ideals. He's perhaps coming in to save the day. Great values. Perhaps this collapse is making us reevaluate what our values are. There perhaps is something here that is being offered after the collapse. Okay, so the collapse, if this is the collapse of the financial system, perhaps there is already a solution to mitigate any sort of hardships that might be taken into effect if it's not implemented. We'll get more cards on that. This is also a card of planting seeds, and he's in the desert, but there's water, so he has the ability to grow anything that he's planted. He can utilize the environment being fertile in order to bring him the resources that he needs. So we will get some more information on that. Last card for the big Rider-Waite deck. Let's do this. After the Knight of Cups, please. 3. The 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups has a gentleman here, and he has lost his taste for wine. If you see here, there are 3 cups that are spilled over, and he is quite upset about it. And this is a card of being grateful for what you have as well, but not focusing on what you've lost or what you don't have, because when you turn around here, there are 2 more cups. Now you're going to say, Jeanette, 2 cups is not as good as 3 cups, right? But if you look here, there's 2 cups, and you turn around and there's 2 cups. But then there's also a path with a bridge that goes all the way to the castle, and there are more cups in the castle, and you get the castle too. So instead of groveling and being depressed and lamenting on things that have not worked out or systems that have not worked out, there is something better coming. The current financial system, if this is what it's talking about, is not working out. Perhaps there are going to be some people that lose money. But if you have diversified and not put it all into one basket, you're still going to have some 2 cups, and then you can invest it into other things or utilize it in other ways. Okay. We'll get some more cards on this. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have and be grateful for it. It's all about perspective. Okay. The Tower, please. 7. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune with the Tower. Interesting. The wheel is turning. This is also a card that is represented by the planet Jupiter, which I just focused on in my last reading, Jupiter just entered Taurus, which is going to expand in areas of finance and banking. It is usually a benefactor. It's known as the great benefact. So it usually brings a lot of good luck. But it also can expand on things like debt and things that are not working in the banking system. But the wheel has turned. So there is new energy coming in. So perhaps the old system is dying. And the wheel is turning. And we are ushering in a new energy. This also has all of the fixed signs here. It has Leo, Scorpio. I'm sorry, I'm blanking for the rest of the, where are they? I'm gonna look at them. I'm silly. What are the fixed signs? Leo, Scorpio, here we go. Taurus, yeah. And Sagittarius, yes. No, that's the world. But yeah, that's what they would be. I think I just made a mistake. That's okay. So we are ushering in new energies that are going to be bringing in fortunes. So hopefully you are the one that's jumping out of the system, that is being able to be prepared and is not falling out when the tower is crumbling. For the Knight of Cups, please. It should be. The Eight of Spears. So news is coming in quickly. Okay. So this is usually a card in like the traditional sense of arrows of love and pointing them to an object of your desire and it piercing them. So, but in the more recent times, this is about information coming in quickly, and it's quite good of an energy. It is quite positive. So the Eight of Spears, along with the Knight of Cups, means that there is already a solution and it's going to come in quickly for when the tower comes and collapses. And you know, considering what Pam Gregory has said as well about it being decentralized, there's more energies about the digital currencies being decentralized. This is quite positive, and that's considering that we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Spears, that there is information here being offered. Someone's coming in with a solution, and it's coming in quickly, and it's in the collective's favor. Okay. For the Five of Cups, this gentleman also can be considered like the Knight of the Holy Grail, you know, like Indiana Jones type of thing, where he is pursuing his ideals and he's leading with his heart. And as long as you lead with your heart and your values and your integrity and your honor, then nothing can stop you. You're protected from the universe. 5 of Cups, please. The Priestess. The High Priestess. This is about your intuition, your gut feelings, trusting in those. And it's all about your potential. So I'm looking at this reading and I'm seeing that the wheel is turning and there's lots of potential for individuals to reset their life. You're leading with your heart, you're doing your research. You got your ear to the ground, you're following what's going on. It's quite palpable, this energy of collapse right now and change in general. You can't really ignore it unless you're that blind and ignorant. But it is being felt throughout many communities. It's a quite dense feeling of change on the air. And so on the normal card of the High Priestess, we see her sitting in a chamber that has no ceiling. And this indicates unlimited potential, right? Unlimited potential for what you could do when you utilize this energy that is available to you right now. Being grateful and focusing on what you have. We more than we are always more rich than what we think we are if our perspective isn't there. Our perspective is in the right place. And the more grateful you are, now I'm going to share something. Every morning I do a little meditation and I do my cards after, but before, and I kind of say what I want to bring into my life before I do my cards. So part of that is telling the universe what I'm grateful for, and even my struggles that I have gone through, even the doors that have closed, even the struggles and the dark nights of the soul, and the bad people that have been put into my life sometimes. There's always a way to look at it where you take it as a lesson and you learn things from it. So even though negative or unfavorable situations might occur, there is always something that that the universe is trying to teach you. So, being laid off for the second time in 2 years, I could have gotten depressed or could have gotten angry and just got on EI again and kept going and applying for this job, another job, and playing the same game again. Well, I don't want to play this game anymore. And I have to listen to what this is trying to tell me, is that I don't want to work for people anymore. I don't want to put my life in people's hands anymore. I don't want to play this game of getting paid for my time in an unrealistic amount. And I don't want to make other people money. I want to make my own money. So this theme of getting laid off and being pushed to work on, to actually put into action something that I've been working on for a couple of years is the lesson, right? And I would have kept going through the same thing, even the job that I had. I didn't have any sick days, and I didn't have any vacation days and paid vacation or sick days. And after a decade in my field, this is like, and having that in other jobs, I still felt trapped. And that in alone made me not like working. I want to feel like I am in charge of my life and I can do whatever I want with my time. I don't like people telling me what to do. Must be all that fire in me. So there is always something good that comes out of negative situations. It's your perspective, and being grateful for even the down times, because it creates character and it also pushes you to be better. Okay. The possibilities are endless. Utilize your intuition and be in touch a little bit more with your spirituality. Okay, let's get 3 more cards. For the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting something with the High Priestess too, of like, you have the power to create your own reality. Okay. And she also, I'm just lost my train of thought. Sorry, someone's phoning me. So you have the power to create your own reality with your thoughts. I'll see if I can find it again. So let's see. The King of Pentacles. Yeah. So these two came up in my new moon in Taurus. So the Tower and the King of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So this one and this one, okay, came up in the same column in my last reading. So the King of Pentacles is actually a card of Taurus. We just ended Taurus. We started, the sun moved into Gemini on Sunday. And so our energies are changing, but this is still a card of bankers and still a card of finances, okay, and abundance. So we have the Tower with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. Something that is not working is crumbling and the wheel is turning in our favor. Perhaps it is not all doom and gloom. And this is a well-needed change. And, you know, for me, the wheel kind of looks like a globe as well. So perhaps this is globally, and perhaps this is in the best interest of everybody. And I am hoping that it is in the themes of a decentralized digital currency, and not, you know, from what I watch online, I watch a lot of finance and crypto videos. And a lot of them speak about multiple currencies. And so even though there might be a central bank digital currency from each country, there still could be other stable coins and other types of digital currencies and NFTs that can be utilized for trade and commerce as well. So just because each country has their own digital currency doesn't mean that there might be other forms, okay, which would be the best. The governments might incline you to utilize their own, depending on how this collapse might work. They might usher in a universal basic income, and you have to utilize their central bank digital currency, which runs its own risks of possibly being able to be shut off if you don't toe the line of their ideology, or you don't, your social credit score perhaps isn't up to par. But with, I think, to mitigate all of this, the use of other types of currency on a digital scale is amazing, and it could definitely alleviate the concern about privacy as well, right? Let's keep going. Almost done. The Knight of Cups. Eight of Spears. Great. The Three of Swords. Now, usually this Three of Swords, so this is the after tarot. On a normal deck, this would have the swords pierced into the heart. Now on this one there, this is called the after tarot. So this is representing like a moment after the original scene. So here they have been taken out and the hearts have been healed. The heart has been healed. It's about healing. So the Knight of Cups, perhaps there is some swift emotional change coming in, and it is going to allow for people to either be healed or usher in a time of healing for them. Maybe maybe the United States won't default after all. But in my opinion, raising the debt ceiling is only going to prolong this problem. I feel that they need to just do it, or agree to not spend, but I don't think that's going to happen. So taking the steps that you need to do in order to not be as disappointed or not has a lot of heartbreak in certain situations. Or perhaps, I'm also getting something about love here. Some sort of love offer has been given, or some people might have had some sort of heartache to get over, but healing is coming in quick. It's going to mix messages here. The financial system is healing. Yeah, okay. Now I put it together. All right. It's still raining though, and the heart is being mended with a cloth bandage. So it is still bleeding, but the damage has been done. The damage has been done, and now it is time to heal. Or this is a time of disappointment. Okay, let's keep going. Five of Cups and the High Priestess, please. Five. Ace of Wands. Okay, so looking here, any sort of heartache or disappointment that is being brought on by this collapse is going to be short-lived because of the new system that is coming in. And this is the new system right here. And this is the new Ace of Wands is a card of new beginnings, new ideas, new passionate and impetuous energy towards new projects. Okay. It is a good card for career, and it is a good card for new endeavors. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So there is some collapse coming of the financial system, but the Wheel of Fortune is moving. There is already a new system in place to, as problem reaction solution goes, it will be implemented quickly to mitigate massive impact. And that will create a short-lived period of stress and heartache. Stay grateful for what you have. Use this time as a way to figure out how you can live your life not reliant on the government, not reliant on the system, not reliant on the bank and banking system. They don't have your money when you deposit it in this fractional reserve banking. They lend it out. And this is what's making the whole system unstable and crumbling. It is a Ponzi scheme. So look at all the possibilities of how you can take your life into your own hands and be self-reliant, grow your own food, trade with people, focus on your local environment, local community. Try to buy commodities such as gold and silver. Do your research. Don't just buy things because people on the internet tell you to. There are some crypto projects that have utility in the new system. I would stay away from meme coins. Look at coins that provide a service and provide an infrastructure for the new monetary system to function on. If you look at this as an opportunity for you to break free of the matrix, the sky is limitless and your possibilities are limitless. This is a reset for your own life as well. Do you want to continue to living the same life that you have been stuck in this prison of a debt society where the bank keeps you in debt for perpetuity, as Janet Yellen likes to use? Or do you want to start something new with your life? Take advantage of this energy. I was homeless. I don't have a job, and I'm starting my own business. Be the boss of your own life. Kind of went together right in the end there. This is what I have for today. Let's get an animal card, actually. Then we'll end there. There are 3. 1, the fox. The fox is clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. This is interesting. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. It's kind of fitting, eh? It's funny how that works out. Let's look at some more information on the fox. Fox, survival. These are some words that illustrate the fox, okay? Survival, swiftness, which we had too, coming quick. Cunning, camouflage, cleverness, wit. Lover, family, ingenuous. Night dweller, between the worlds, and shapeshifter and magician. The beautiful fox is recognized for cleverness and cunning throughout the world. They have mastered the art of camouflage. They have the ability to remain invisible and observe life undetected. This is what we should be doing. If fox is your power animal, you will share these traits along with quick wit, playfulness, and family loyalty. You will also be a good problem solver and think easily of new inventive solutions to problems that the world might throw at you. Fox asks you to be watchful of others and note their actions rather than their words. This is a lesson that we all should hold. Fox has a strong sense of smell and sharp eyesight. These skills alert fox people to unpleasant and even dangerous situations. Give yourself the permission to slip away from things that don't look or smell or feel right. If fox is your totem, you have a strong intuition and discernment. You have a clever mind and are difficult to deceive. Listen to yourself more than others. That was the theme of the reading too. And stay on track. You will never be happy if you let others control you. Fox is a creature with a strong sexual presence and expression. They are great with their kits and loyal to their mates. Fox people are natural night dwellers. The dusk starts their day and the dawn ends it. Fox owns the time of dreams and magic, and they easily travel between the worlds. When fox is your totem, you have everything you need. You have everything you need to live a protected, loved, and magical life. On the contrary, so things to look out for, look out for deceivers. Has your foxy side led you down the wrong path? Be alert for things that don't feel right and watch carefully and heed the omens. All right, so that is quite fitting to my reading. Well, I will not see you again until I'm in my new space. So enjoy the ride, pay attention, live your life, and start thinking of how you can take control of it. This world is not how we're supposed to be living life. So start thinking about how you want your life to look. Okie dokie. Here we go. Till next time, take care.